This is certainly an interesting example of a Christmas special, isn't it? I mean, honestly, without any of the holiday stuff going on, I'm pretty sure we'd all forget this as a Christmas episode. But I suppose that really is the thing about a show like Rugrats. All the episodes operate in roughly the exact same way. Most would be able to tell you that they keep things pretty low-key. It's kind of their thing. You know, if you don't actually count the spin-offs and the episodes about other holidays, Rugrats has 3 Christmas specials. Now you're probably wondering why we're focusing on this one in particular. I mean, besides the reasonable logic of it being their first, from what I can understand, this is the only episode that ever altered the intro song. There's one other, less Christmassy reason, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Anywho, the episode begins with the kids going to see Santa, which goes about as well as you'd expect.
Oh, Santa Claus is a thing! Run, run!
Fearing the kids have now been traumatized, the parents decide to make sure their kids' Christmas is special by booking a house up in the mountains.
I'll call the travel agent and get a cabin.
I'll go buy some lights and ornaments.
I'll drink a couple of quarts of eggnog and fall asleep in front of the TV.
While that's going on, Chucky and Tommy hatch a plan to catch Santa. At the same time, Angelica pulls what I like to call a Grift of the Magi scheme.
Phil's gonna get a Reptar space helmet for Christmas, but he doesn't have his Reptar doll. And Lil's gonna get crayons, but she doesn't have her coloring book. I'm bad, Cynthia. Real bad.
That is until Grandpa Lou provides some much-needed old man exposition.
And here's the point of my story. You see, Santa may be old, but he's as sharp as a toothpick. And if you've been bad, you don't get that special doll you wanted, or that fine-looking electric train. Instead, you get a great, big, ugly lump of coal.
This new info providing some much-needed guilt. Now thoroughly terrified, she has to try and reverse course. Now at the cabin, Tommy and Chucky start getting ready to trap Santa.
Chimbley, Chimbley. You're right. No one in their right mind would try to come down a chimney.
Now that that's been settled, I want to reopen something I mentioned.
Jonathan, listen, I am tired of these endless justifications.
This is Charlotte. As any Rugrats fan can tell you, she's Angelica's mom. I bring her up because this is actually her first on-screen appearance. Up until now, we'd only ever seen her father, Drew. Now keep in mind, this episode is from the 2nd season of the show. From this point on, Charlotte is seen about as much as the other parents. For some reason, this is the episode where she makes her first appearance. Now that that's been settled, let's retrace our steps a bit. See, before they got to the cabin, Chaz, Chucky's dad, and Drew both had the same idea. Get someone to dress up as Santa. Drew obviously wanting a professional to do it. And Chaz, well, he went a different direction with the project.
Oh boy, that Santa guy must be in good shape.
In the midst of that, Angelica tries to go the direct route and call Santa.
Hi, Santa. It's me, Angelica.
Oh, yes. Hello, Angelica.
I just wanted to find out if I'm on the good list or the bad list this year.
Let me check with one of my elves. Oh, yes, Angelica, you're on the... Oh, yes, you're on the bad list. Thanks for calling.
What an asshole!
So that night, Chaz acts as Santa, with fairly predictable results.
What are we gonna do, Tommy? What are we gonna do?
How wide is that chimney? Though I guess the better question is, how thin is Chaz? I have to admit, up until what happens next, I was actually ready to write this special off and start on something else. But then this happens.
Santa!
Little problem with the chimney, Merry Christmas, Tommy, Phil, Lil. Aren't you guys up past your bedtime? Merry Christmas, Chucky. Still think I'm so scary?
Even Angelica gets her happy ending.
Angelica.
I told Cynthia Beach I didn't get a lump of coal.
You know, sometimes trying to be good is as important as being good in the first place.
After that thermonuclear schlock, we get led into one of the weirdest scenes in the whole episode.
Hello? Yeah, this is Drew Pickles.
Mr. Pickles, this is Barney Stevenson, the Santa Experience. I'm calling from my car phone. You see, my car skidded off the road, and I'm not going to be able to make it tonight to do the Santa thing. Can we reschedule? Mr. Pickles?
What do you mean you can't make it?
I hate Christmas.
You know, it's funny, as a kid I didn't realize what the deal with that guy was. Now as a cynical jerk, I realize he's clearly just trying to get out of doing his job. Which after working a crummy job over Christmas...
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna do it, but I totally get it.
Overall, I liked the episode, though I think I liked their Hanukkah episode more. Stay tuned for that.